Hey, what's up guys? For today's video, I wanted to go over Darklord post Blazing Dominion. So I know what you're thinking. Why are we discussing Blazing Dominion content right now? It's still like 2 months away. Well, I'm bored of current format. I'm spending most of my time, Yu-Gi-Oh time, on Blazing Dominion. So it's my channel. I'm gonna make content on it. I'm not gonna stop current format content completely, but I am gonna mix in some Blazing Dominion content here and there. So Darklord, they get some indirect support in the next step. They get a link to, which is Lahamu, the messenger of sacred scripture. This card doesn't read bad. It's not insanely impactful for the deck though, but then the real cards they get are the power patron cards. And these cards are absolutely insane. They work in a lot of decks, but in Darklord they act as fairy extenders with a little bit of utility. So, and then also there's Dominant Spark, which is pretty good as well. So I'll read you guys the cards if you don't know what these cards do. So the first one is Unleash Power Patron Portal Terminus. So you can send a Power Patron from your deck or extra deck, includes face up extra deck guys, to the graveyard. Then you can add a Dark Fairy from your deck to your hand. Also, you cannot declare attacks for the rest of the turn except with Power Patron monsters. So it adds any Dark Fairy, which means it can add our level 4, can add the Golg, can add Ixchel, you name it. Well, mainly those. In the deck list, we can also add Medius as well, which is pretty cool. And then also technically Morningstar. You can also add Vidyrium or Vidyrium. And then at the start of the damage step, if your Power Patron monster battles an opponent's monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, banish that opponent's monster face down. So it being another Rhoda for a Dark Fairy, for a Darklord, obviously that's pretty solid. The battle phase restriction does hurt, although you do have ways to clear bodies without it. Like for example, we are playing the Morningstar, which lets us make the first Darklord, which blows up our opponent's board, so it's not the end of the world. You do have ways to recycle the trap cards, so you can grind a little bit. It is what it is. The next card is the Vidyrium. So this is a Pendulum. It's a Dark Fairy, which is very, very important in some of your combos. So the Pendulum effect, which you activate one of these effects, you can either destroy this card, and if you do special the Power Patron from your hand or graveyard, or you can destroy it, and also this turn Power Patron's monsters you control, whose original level is 12, gain 5,000 attack. So you can activate this effect even if you don't control any Power Patron monsters, which is very important. So this card is also one card combo, and then when it's like sent to the extra deck face up, you get to add a Power Patron card from your deck to your hand. So you can add like this, you can add this, or you can add like this. And this spell says you can reveal a Power Patron monster in your extra deck, banish from your hand, one card face down, then add to your hand or special summon a monster from your deck that mentions the revealed monster. Basically, you're going to reveal the Jupiter, and then you can either add to your hand or summon the Zagredo, which Zagredo is just like another Power Patron dude that brings out Jupiter, and then when Zagredo is sent to the extra deck, you get to add a Power Patron card. And you might be thinking, why do we care about bringing out Jupiter? So bringing out Jupiter matters because we can turn it into a fairy body via the new rank 8 from Blazing Dominion, Cherubidam, however you pronounce the second card, that card's name is. So looking at this deck list, I'm sure you guys noticed that all these cards are fairies, right? It's a fairy deck. Because the first, the Darklord link, Condemned Darklord, which gets you to your engine, kind of. This card requires just 2 fairies, so we're playing the Solfachord cards. These cards are pretty good. They're starters, they're extenders. Also, you can make the link 3 as a way to like force out like another like interaction from your opponent. And also, the Solfacords work nicely with the deck because you can do like Beyond the Pendulum, and this guy is also a pendulum, but they don't have restrictions on like what you can pen summon, the Power Patron. So there's some synergy there. You can go like Beyond the Pendulum, add this guy. Some engines can bridge into each other quite a bit, which is pretty cool. I think that interaction is very nice. Oh, going back to the field spell, this card's a one of. It's not the best card to draw. I mean, it's one card combo. Don't get me wrong. This card is one card combo, but it has to banish a card face down from your hand, and then also has diminishing returns to some of the other Power Patron cards. We open some of them together. So we're playing one, but it's one card combo, so it's up here with the starters. We see here we have 25 starters. Playing the Dawn Angel Camby, because Camby can get you to like your Solfachord engine, or it can be just like a free fairy body. It doesn't require your normal summon. That's pretty good. And then we're playing Medius. But Medius is actually a fairy. It's a dark fairy, so you can add it off Terminus, and then let's play Theo Realize. Theo Realize is actually a really good extender, because one of the main issues with Darklord right now in the current TCG is that you don't really have access to many good extenders. You know, did you know that if you have the level 4 plus Banishment, if you go normal summon level 4, it gets stopped. You have Banishment, there's nothing you can add that lets you play. There's nothing you can add that lets you extend, which is crazy, by the way, that we have starter plus a Rota, and then a Rota doesn't extend. It's 2026. Like, what the heck? So I wanted to try to play cards that can function as extenders. So that's why we're playing all these engines in the deck. Theo Realize is pretty cool. And even Theo Realize, it might seem neg because you have to send a monster. But if let's say you have like the level 4 plus Theo Realize, right? You go like Dejunti, set effect, it gets negated, you can go Theo Realize. And the Medius can even put back the Dejunti and you can still combo, even while missing the body. Obviously, depending on your hand, you might put back a monster from your hand. You got like a Fua, might put back a Fua. But, you know, maybe having the option to not even have to put back a card from your hand is relevant because the Darklord link and then also the field spell sometimes does require a discard. So you have to note that there. There are other options. It's like a very good stuff deck, kind of. So there are other options of engines you can play in the deck. You have the Melodious engines because this is cool. Just another fairy engine. I'm not a big fan of like some of those cards, but Ostinato is obviously like a god card. Then you also have the Radiant Typhoon cards, which funnily enough, Eldam is one card Darklord combo. Because you go Eldam, Swen, Chant, and Chant can add Meghala. And you can turn Eldam plus Swen into Cherubini. And Meghala is a fairy. So Cherubini, so a fairy plus a fairy, gets us the Condemned Darklord, and we didn't use our normal summon. So Radiant Typhoon Engine, which is seeing a lot of play in the TCG right now, is actually playable in Darklord as well. I'm not playing it here though, just choosing to play these engines, but you have the option to look into those as well if you really want to. But in my opinion, I think the Power Patron and the Solfachords are better than some of these cards. So yeah, being able to play Happiness is a really nice card. And then Foolish Burial also can send the level 6, and then can also send Medius as well. So two different avenues there. And then the bottom cards are like the brick cards. So let's look at some test hands with the deck just to see how like it messes with each other. Also, you notice we're playing like 13 cards in extra deck. We're still deciding. Don't worry. Yeah, Morningstar. I don't like having to play Morningstar, but I think you probably need to play it in this kind of build. Real quick, going back to the deck list, we this is another option. You can technically Christie your opponent as well. I didn't want to play the bricks, but it is an option. So yeah. Also, that hand was obviously terrible. I mean, they comboed, but the hand was dog shit. So this hand, I mean, this hand's pretty lit. You know, we drew a bunch of starters. Going second, it might not be amazing, but you know, because you only have the Ash, but you know, it's alright. I mean, this hand does play, does beat a hand trap, you know? Does beat a hand trap, this is actual. Okay. I mean, this hand's really good going first. Also, in terms of like cards this deck is weak to Droll for sure. Fua, depending on your hand, it's like kind of okay. Because really, as long as you get to like, if you open the Darklord engine card, as long as you get to Evening Star, you're in a good spot. Because this card is absolutely custom. This hand's pretty chill. You get some of the Medius, for example. Let's say you didn't have like the Happiness. If you got hit on this, you could go Foolish Burial, send Medius. The Medius could even put back the Dejunti too, if you really wanted to. Okay, type shit. I mean, double banishment sucks, but I mean, it'd be like that sometimes. And then, I mean, yeah, you think, okay, I mean, double this up, but you do realize, you know? Do you realize also the graveyard effect sometimes can come up to make your dude a fairy for the Condemned Darklord? So keep that in mind as well. But yeah, we can remember more hand. I'm not gonna go through combos right now. I'll do that in like another video. I don't want this video to be too long. I mean, just one card combo, okay. Dominant Spark. Yeah, man. The hand's looking not bad. So Happiness can discard the level 6 too, which is really, really nice as well. Also, keep in mind, because we play multiple different Pendulum cards, you can pen out some of your guys. You can pen out the level 6. You can pen out some of your other guys in case you open multiple normal summons. We don't really play that many normal summons. It's really level 4, and then, like, you know, these 6, right? Really 7. 7 normal summons and 60 is not much at all, so keep that in mind. But yeah, anywho, that's it for the deck profile. I think Darklord is pretty solid. Like I said, kind of weak to Droll. Fula is solid. I would say Fula is solid versus deck, but I mean, if you get to Evening Star, you're probably in a decent spot. Yeah, I think I also have a 40 card version that I made like a month ago. But I made like a month ago. But it's like weird. I think we really want to play like 60, maybe, to just have like it's hard to explain. I'll have to explain in another video because I don't want to like sit here like thinking how to word my shit. But yeah, it's like you can definitely play 42. Choosing to play 60 here. What's correct? Who knows? Yeah, anywho, that's it for the deck profile slash series slash introduction. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and take care. Peace. Also, the deck can play Impulse too. Obviously, we're playing like we have like lights in our deck, and Impulse says no light, no earth, no wind, so it conflicts with Solfachord. You could play Impulse in like, I think yeah, this version played Impulse, right? You gotta be careful though, because less monsters are theorized. But yeah. Anywho, yeah, have a great day.